coming today. This is a fabulous program, part of our Job Opportunity series related to the book by Father Boyle, Tattoos on the Heart, and Father Boyle started Homeboy Industries. So today we are welcoming Peter Matich with Flintridge Center Apprenticeship Preparation Program. And well, we've already talked about the Zoom. So I want to tell you, before I start, a little bit about the library. We are not open for in-person, but we are having curbside service. You can go to the Pasadena Public Library's website and select books through our catalog. You can chat with us and or email us, and we're happy to help you and answer your questions. We also have lots of programs online, so you know how to go to our monthly off-the-shelf.
To replay your message,
I'm sorry, my phone was still on.
To re-record your message, press 3.
I got it. Okay. You already know how to go to the March off the shelf and select join a program. So I hope maybe you will go to that same off the shelf and register to attend Father Boyle's program on Sunday, March the 14th at 2 o'clock. So let me tell you a little bit about the Flintridge Center Apprenticeship Program. Then I'm going to introduce you to Peter Matich, and we'll have a video, and then he'll talk about the program. So Flintridge helps transform troubled lives into empowered and productive men and women by providing previously incarcerated, gang-affiliated, and other interested community members 18 years and older with a pathway to meaningful careers in the construction trades. And it's presented by Peter Matich. So welcome, Peter. Thank you so much for presenting for us today. And the show is yours. Thank you, Peter.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here representing the Flintridge Center. My name is Peter Maddock. I'm the Director of Workforce Development and Reintegration Programs, but I still have a lot of hands-on with the training of the program and placement into union construction. Before I get into more detail, I'm going to show you a short video regarding the program, and it'll give you a little glimpse of what we do and the outcomes of the program. So Shauna's going to show the video. So I'll talk to you afterwards.
I know you're listening to me loud and clear. I hope you're hearing what I gotta say.
Visit like today at LAX is super valuable. Our students actually get to see what a live job site looks like. They get to see how the symphony of crafts working together flows.
Showing these students that they can be part of this, that they can be part of building in their community, and give them a first-rate view of what it is to be hands-on working in construction in every single trade. And I was saying just how exciting this, working in this industry actually can be.
How carpenters work with the laborers and how the iron workers work with the heavy equipment operators. It's important for them to understand and see not just the bookwork happening in class, but how it becomes reality.
We work with people that are formerly incarcerated, people that have substance abuse issues, and we help them achieve goals and find employment, housing, anything they need to get on with their lives.
I didn't seem to fit in society's acceptable box. I found myself incarcerated, so I needed to change my lifestyle, and this was the step to do it.
I was initially over at Impact Treatment Center, the drug treatment center, and then Peter gave me an opportunity.
I just like working with my hands and doing a lot of work. I can't sit behind a desk, and being a felon, there's not many jobs I can get, and construction is a career that they look past that.
The background is not a big concern, and as long as you're able to stay clean, work hard, show up to work, have a good attitude, you can have a successful career in construction.
During the class, they get 120 hours of the Mc3 curriculum, which is construction math, safety, blueprint reading, history of the building trades. Additional to that, we have another 120 hours. We do physical fitness training, hands-on training, life skills that are super crucial to the success of our students. 20 of those hours are with our partner Second Call.
Our life skill class is about how can we help them become better people. Whether they're carpenters, electricians, iron workers, plumbers, it's not our concern. We want them to be the best person that they can be, not only when they go to work, but when they go home as well.
We're changing people's lives. We're giving people an opportunity to go out and remake their lives. You know, they came out, they're, you know, with a whole new mindset and they're ready to get started.
Because that's the most important piece. Not can we get somebody working, but can they sustain the employment and will they be able to go home happy and, you know, be a productive member of society.
And we push union construction because of the wages, benefits, retirement, paid vacation, job security, and it's a career, it's not a job.
For a lot of our students, this is life and death for them. This may be the last opportunity they get before something drastic happens in their lives.
I'm trying to be a carpenter. There's a bunch of people in my family that do it. I got my foot in the door already. I like working with wood.
I want to be an elevator constructor, join their union, and it really seems to be like challenging.
I want to be a carpenter. I'm just looking to build things, to change things, to do something with my life. I have a son. I have a beautiful 6-year-old. So he's my everything right now, so it's like, it's super important for me to get this job. Just to know that I can provide, that I finally found a career instead of a job. Something that I can, you know, I can do for the rest of my life and for his.
It changes the individual's life, but it affects their families, their neighborhoods, and it just affects the community.
Don't talk about it. When you see me, you just go walk around it. 'Cause I heard on what you looking for.
Okay, so that's a brief video of what we do and some of the outcomes of it. I'm going to repeat some of the stuff regarding the program, but the program is called the Apprentice Preparation Program. We call it APP. It's a pre-apprenticeship program. We prepare you to enter a union construction as a first period apprentice. I know there's a lot to understand, but there's steps to get in the union, and then there's steps once you get in the union and you journey out. So what was mentioned was the Mc3 curriculum, the multi-craft core curriculum. It's a curriculum created by the building trades. We have a great relationship with the building trades, and this is what they want their first period apprentice to know. So when you walk on the job site for the first day, you know what to expect. You're not running around with your head off. You're not doing things that you shouldn't be doing. So you know what to do as a first period apprentice. And what's in the curriculum? Well, you learn about the unions. You learn about the history of the unions. You learn about all the trades that are out there. You get construction math. There's hands-on. We have a hands-on part of it. There is a physical fitness component of it. There's field trips. We visit construction sites. We get guest speakers. It's a little different now with COVID. We still do that via Zoom. So we provide all this information so you can make a selection in the trades that you want to pursue. That's 120 hours. We also throw another 120 hours of case management, intensive case management, employment development, and life skills. So the total program is 240 hours, and it's Monday through Thursday, 7 to 1 for 10 weeks. And you get the Mc3 certification. You get certified in OSHA 10, which is safety. You need OSHA 10 just to walk on some of these projects. We also get CPR, first aid. We usually get a certificate from the city of Pasadena. Sometimes we get some certificates from some local politicians. You get a certificate from us. So you walk out of here with several certificates, and you're ready for union construction. Union construction is different than regular construction. All right, you're not building like homes. You know, you're building like stadiums and airports. Union construction is big. It's very fast paced. It's very demanding. It's physical, and you got to be ready for it. So the pre-apprenticeship program prepares you for the things that you will experience when you get on the job site. It's not for everybody, but it is a good career. Average starting pay for a union construction is around, I would say, $18 to $20 an hour. But when you journey out, like I was saying, there's steps. So your first period apprentice, you earn $18 an hour. You bump up to period 2, you make $22 an hour. Period 3, $28 an hour. And you journey out anywhere between $35 and $40 an hour. All right. And that's a livable wage. All right. You'll be able to buy a house. You'll be able to provide for your family. And it's a great middle earning wage. But again, it's hard work, and you got to work every day for that spot, because there's a lot of people trying to get that spot once you're given that opportunity. And we talk about communication. We talk about how to get along with contractors, foremen, superintendents, all the people, your coworkers. So we cover every avenue to prepare you for this opportunity. When you're done with if you complete our program, you're ready for union construction. All right, you're ready for union construction. And we have a great relationship with unions and contractors. They call us. They'll call me, "Hey, Pete, I need 2 carpenters. I need electrician. And we send our people over there for consideration. It's not a given. Again, we prepare you in the employment development section. You're going to sit down with a contractor and union. You're going to interview with them. So we have mock interviews. We do elevator speeches. We prepare a construction resume. So when we send you to a contractor or union, you're ready to sit down and sell yourself for that opportunity. It's a great opportunity, and right now it's a great time to get in it. COVID is starting to decrease. It's becoming warmer weather, so construction is going to start increasing. There's a lot of big things happening in the next couple of years in LA area. So construction is on the increase, and they're looking for people to sponsor into the union for a union construction career. So basically, that's in a nutshell. Is there any questions about the program? Oh, so we have a current program right now. It started last week. Right now, it's in person, but we still have to have a smaller group. We usually have 30 people in a class. This class has 12 because of COVID. Our next cohort is in June, and we'll have an orientation in May, and then the class will start in June. But there's a process. It's mandatory to come to the orientation. We give a presentation of the program, similar to what you just seen. And then there's a interview. There's an oral interview with the staff, with the instructors. And then there's a selection process for the class. And then you get notified that you were accepted, and then you come on the starting date. And then you come Monday through Thursday for 10 weeks. So it's a commitment. So, right now, for the last cohort and this cohort, we were able to obtain funding for stipends. All right. So, but we can't. I'm not going to promise this for every cohort, but this last cohort and this cohort, we're able to pay our students $300 a week to attend. All right. It's because we know it's a big commitment. If you're not working, you have to use your gas. You got to still earn a little bit. So we're able to provide a stipend at this time. Again, it's not guaranteed. The next cohort, we're a small nonprofit. So we do what we can to help you get to where you want to be. We provide the PPEs, the protection, personal protection equipment. That's the hard hat, goggles, the vest. We buy work boots. And once you get sponsored into the union, we buy a set of starter tools, for you. So again, this program, it sets you up for success in a union construction opportunity. And but again, it's not easy. It's demanding. All right, we conduct a program like on the job. If you're late, it's, you know, two lates is an absent. 3 absences, we remove you from the class. On a union job, if you're a new apprentice, if you're absent 2 or 3 times, you're fired. All right, they don't need you. All right, you're costing them money. All right, so we try to instill that in you. We try to prepare you for the 10 weeks. How are you gonna be expected to conduct yourself on a job site? And we do that in our center, in our program. So you get used to that. You know, getting up early, being there. You know, we start at 7 o'clock. In construction, you could start at 5 or 6. So you know you have to get up. You have to go to bed at a reasonable time. Get up at a reasonable time. Get to our center, you know, on time, and then perform. All right. So we have requirements. You know, you have to participate. You have to communicate. You have to get along. You know, so all the stuff you got to do on the job site. Right. We prepare you for that. So it's a great program. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud to be part of it. And again, I thank you for this opportunity to present our program. So I'll take any questions.
Thank you very much, Peter. It's a fabulous program. Lots of wonderful training, life skill opportunities, education, and the fact that you actually send graduates out with tools so to get started on their job and explain how they get going and all the opportunities in Los Angeles. So we have one attendee. Now I see that it's changed. So he looks like he has a microphone and a video. So if you would like to ask questions, you can ask questions directly to Peter. Would you like to do so? Can you hear me? So if you want to re-see where you're, what's going on, you can actually go back to the YouTube video and watch that and see the opportunities that existed for everyone that participated. Peter, will you say the address for the YouTube again, please?
Oh, it's
I can send it out, Christine.
Okay.
I'll send it out. Yeah. We'll send it out, and actually I think what we'll do is we'll find the website itself where people can go to get the information about the next orientation and how to sort of get involved with the program, so that we can share that on our job guide, and we'll keep this video there as well, so that whoever wants to join the program, it sounds fantastic. I mean, that's really great to get all of that job skills and very good union jobs. I mean, it's a great program.
Yeah, it's really a career, like Peter says. So it looks like we have a question. How can I get enrolled for the next course? Peter, can you actually say how?
Well, our next course is going to start in June. We don't have the exact dates yet. So if you want to provide this gentleman, or even keep it on your website, or my email, my phone number, they could contact me direct, and I will provide the information. But again, in May there'll be an orientation, a mandatory orientation. We don't have that date yet, and then June the class will start in June. All right, so. He could contact me, or once I get the date, I could give it to you, and you could put it on your website, whatever way you want to do it.
Well, Peter, I have your email at peter@flintridge.org with the F capitalized, and your name is PETER at capital F LINTRIDGE.org.
Correct.
And we will send it out to you.
I don't think it's a capital F. It's just
you don't think you need a capital no. F? Okay. And then did you want to provide your phone number?
Okay. Yeah, it's 626. I don't even know my own phone number. 626-449-0839, extension 121.
Perfect. Okay. And so that's in the chat too, so that gentlemen can copy that down, and we will be sending out after this program information about the program as well.
Yeah, we'll load this recording on our public YouTube channel, and we'll include Peter's information and all the information you'll need to get in touch or to find out how to follow up, because it's a great program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, really, it is, as you said, it's not just a job, it's on the way to a career that you can provide adequately for your family if you work really hard and learn the trade. And so there's lots of opportunities. And I think with Los Angeles opening up soon, when COVID is getting over, there'll be lots and lots of big construction opportunities. Yeah. We're actually talking, in addition to like stadiums in LAX, are you talking about these big construction sites in Pasadena that are building these multi-story apartments like they're doing where Parsons used to be?
Yeah, yeah. So we probably have about a dozen people working there that went through our program.
At the Parsons one, okay.
Yeah, it's 10 West Walnut. Yeah, 10 West Walnut. Yeah, yeah. So we get half our class is usually from Pasadena, then half our class is usually from just the LA area. So you know, we construction is, you know, you gotta go where the work is. So sometimes it's close to home, sometimes it's not. You know, so and you have to realize that. But it's a great opportunity, and you really don't need any experience. You know, actually the unions always say they'd rather have somebody with no experience because they could train them the way the unions want them to learn. You know, some guys that have, not saying it doesn't help, but guys that have had 15, 20 years, they have their own way of doing stuff. When you get into a union, they want you to do it the union way. So you could have experience or you don't need any experience. This pre-apprenticeship will prepare you for a first period apprenticeship for a union career.
And do you have people working at the new stadium that's down by where Hollywood Park used to be? No, that's
the Dodger Stadium?
No, Hollywood Park. There's that new stadium that's in Inglewood, I believe.
Yeah, that's Dodger Stadium. Yeah, we got people there too. We got people at Higher LAX, the Lucas Museum. So again, like I said, you're going to be working on big projects. You know, we got the Olympics coming. You know, so they're going to be building all over the place. You know, so there's going to be construction everywhere. You know, they're building the Martha Luther Hospital. You know, that's so you build big things when you're in the union. So it's a great experience.
Very exciting, very, very exciting and fast paced, as you said.
Yeah. And,
you come to work on time and learn what you're supposed to do, and you have a great career path. And part of a union is a great opportunity.
Right.
Well, and you're building landmarks that thousands of people are. I mean, that's kind of exciting. Take your kid by that stadium you helped to build. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's very nice to show your child or your family. Yeah, that's a very good point. Very exciting. Makes you feel part of Los Angeles area and the community. So it's very, very, very exciting.
So someone asked what time the class is. It's from 7 to 1, Monday through Thursday.
Okay. And so you're going to, this person that signed up here can contact you, and you will let him know when the orientation is in May and the class starts in June. And that's Correct. Not that far off. And so what did you say? Approximately 250 hours of training? So how many weeks is the training?
It's 10 weeks, Monday through Thursday, 10 weeks. So it totals 240 hours with everything.
Right. And there's a possibility that you might be able to give them some type of an income or stipend.
Stipend, right. Not guaranteed, but we try to do what we can.
Right.
But we still provide all the PPEs, the tools. We pay for their initiation fees to the unions. We will provide that. But the stipends it's it depends on our funding availability at the time.
Yeah, well, you're a nonprofit organization, and just to be able to pay the initiation fee into the union and provide them with the tools, which must be very expensive. I mean, these aren't tools that you necessarily would find at Home Depot. These are, professional tools.
Yeah. Well, it's a starter kit. It's a starter kit. So it's the tools you need to walk on the job. And as you grow in the trade of your choice, you buy the tools, additional tools that you need. Like every other paycheck, you might pick up a tool, because you're going to need, I want to say, hundreds of tools in your career, but technically you will. I mean, so we give you a nice starter kit so you could walk up on the job and be prepared for that first day.
Very good. Very exciting. That first day must be a very exciting opportunity to be part of a big thing. Thing. Yeah, that is nice.
It changes people's lives. It does. I mean, it just, a lot of the people that we work with, one never had a full-time job, let alone with benefits, retirement, vacation, it changed it. Their whole family is covered with insurance. The first time people getting insurance. So it's just amazing. For people to get accepted and continue in their step to journeying out on the trade of choice.
What does journey out mean?
Well, you start out like you're started as a first period apprentice. You're actually learning and earning. So you're learning and you're earning money at the same time. So a contractor that's building the project sponsors you into the union. So you're a first period apprentice. You work a certain hours, and then you go to training, additional training, and then you get bumped up to period 2 with a pay raise. So you come back, you work more, you go back to training, you get bumped up to period 3. And then depending on the trade, you could journey out in 3 years or 5 years. And once you become a journeyman, you're at the max of the pay scale. And then you know how to do everything regarding that trade. So carpenters, they journey out in 4 years. So if you're able to work a certain amount of hours that are required, go to their training for 4 years, you could journey out and you'll be making like $42 an hour as a journeyman.
Whoa, that's a large salary an hour. So what about, electricians? How long does it take for electricians?
Electrician is 5 years. 5 years. And there's different requirements too. There's different requirements to get in all the different trades. To be an electrician, there's certain things you got to do and know to get in that trade. As a carpenter, there's certain things you got to know to get into that trade. And we explain all the ins and outs you need to get to where you want to be, what trade you want to pursue.
Great. So you see in this, you would have plumbers, electricians, carpenters, people that work with cement.
There's 20 or 30 different. There's like you said, carpenters, electricians, plumbers, cement mason. There's iron workers. There's heavy equipment operators. There's plumbers, sprinkler fitters, drywallers, painters. I mean, a lot. There's a lot of opportunity.
Well, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous. So do you have anything else that you'd like to talk about, Peter? Do we have any other questions from our guest tonight? Anything else that you would like to ask? If you want to put it in chat, we can. Shauna, do you have any other questions for Peter?
I don't. I sent a message directly to the guest that we have just to make sure I have his correct email address, because I want to make sure that I send it so that he gets linked to all the information that we have tonight. And we'll send you the recording of the video. It'll be on our public library YouTube channel too. So you can just go to our YouTube and find this video with all the information Mr. Maddock shared there. So yeah, I'm really impressed by what you can do as a nonprofit, because that's really quite meaningful support a good career, a very good career.
Yeah, we've been fortunate. We've been doing this for about 12 years. We've been, we're one of the first pre-apprenticeship programs in the nation, and all the pre-apprenticeship programs around there, they built their programs based on our program, and we feel, we're pretty proud of that. And we make our program better every class. We tweak it. It's just, but other programs have built their programs off of our program. It's pretty amazing. And because like I said, pre-apprenticeship programs 12 years they weren't around, right? But we started it 12 years ago, and now there's hundreds of pre-apprenticeship programs throughout the nation.
Wow. How did the idea even come together? I mean, that's a lot of, somebody had to have a lot of connections in the construction and the funding for this, the grant support, or how it, I mean, that's a lot of heads coming together to make this happen.
So we used to be a foundation, and then I would say about 13, 14 years ago, we became a nonprofit, and we wanted to help people returning home from incarceration, or just people with barriers. And so we're thinking, what can we do that other companies aren't doing at this time? And we talked about, employment. Employment is very important when someone's coming home. So it's like, well, what kind of employment? What kind of employment can someone come and not be discriminated against or not be able to get? So we did some research, and we found that union construction, is that they don't trip about your background. As long as you are clean and sober, you can work hard, you have a good attitude. That's what kind of people they want in their trade. So we came up with this pre-apprenticeship program, and we started it at Jackie Robinson Center. That's where we started a pre-apprenticeship program. Then we went to PCC. We actually partnered with PCC for a few years. We had it there, and then we moved it to our center on Mountain Street. And we've been there for about 6 years doing it ourselves. And we have a nice classroom. We have a workshop with state-of-the-art tools and equipment, so we could build things. I mean, we built like dog houses, little libraries for the community, just little things that just gives people the hands-on, because some people never used a drill gun. There's some people that never used a hammer. So we give them the basic skills so they could be confident when they walk on the job, and then over the years, we built our relationship with the unions, because they when we send people somewhere, they're qualified. They're like, hey man, there's these Flintridge people, they know what they're doing. We want more of Flintridge people. So the unions were like, when we need somebody, we're going to call Flintridge. And then the contractors that hire our graduates, where are you from? You went to the Flintridge Center? Is there any more people? So they started contacting us. And it just over the years, we built up a reputation and relationships. So when you walk on a job site and say, hey, I'm from the Flintridge Center. Oh, okay. So they know you know what you're doing. All right. And it just helps that person, be accepted a little more and be able to move up maybe quicker if the opportunity presents itself.
That's really great. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah.
You're on mute.
Oh yeah. No, I'm done. I just had no idea, and I think it's really useful. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's life changing.
We focus on formerly incarcerated, but there are people that come through the program that weren't impacted by the justice system. So it is open to the public. We say formerly incarcerated or some sort of gang impacted or everybody is sort of like gang impacted if you grew up in certain areas, so
right.
So some people
do they need to have a high school diploma or a G?
Yeah,
they have to have a high school.
they don't have to, but we strongly advise getting it, because some of the union requirements, you know, in the unions, they don't budge. They have their requirements. So some require high school and or GED. All right. Some require driver's license. You know, and some will accept just an ID. So depending on the trade, we let the people know that, hey, you need a GED for this. So we have, you know, during our construction math, we have retired teachers from Pasadena come in and tutor the class, and they assess where they're at if they don't have a GED or high school diploma. So if you're close to getting your high school diploma, we're going to help you get your high school diploma. And if you're not, if you have to go to GED way, we help you get that way too. So there's an assessment where you're at, but we recommend you getting a driver's license if possible, and your GED if possible. And with the driver's license, a lot of people, you know, they get caught up for whatever reason. You know, they get a ticket, they can't pay it, and it just starts accumulating. You know, so again, depending on funding, we've helped people resolve their DMV issues, so we could get their license reinstated. So that's under the intense case management. So it's, like I said, it's a holistic program. So we sit down with the individual and we figure out where they're at, you know, where they were, where they're at, and where they want to be, you know, and we help them get there. So it's,
wow, that's you know, Christine, it's time for us to assess again the whole career online high school, because it would be great if Pasadena Public Library could offer that support, you know, kind of in partnership, you know, to because there are lots of libraries who offer a program through the state library funding that is career online high school with a one-on-one sort of support from a person who helps you sort of finish high school and get your credits and get your diploma. And it's not a lot of intensive time in class. It's on your own schedule and that kind of thing. And it's something we've been looking at. So it's interesting to think about, you know, just sort of supporting what you do in the ways that we can.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We're always open to collaboration or partnerships or to help our community members. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, we're going to think of all the places that we can post this and all the groups that you can partner with, so that there is a wonderful opportunity for everyone for this great career path. So I thank you very much for presenting for us tonight, Peter. Flintridge Center is doing an amazing job, and these opportunities through unions are fantastic for everyone who wants to take advantage of them. It's hard work, but they have a career for life. So thank you for explaining all this to us. Thank you for the opportunity for our community. We will be sending it out to our attendee, and he has your phone number, your email, and your name, and you will contact him as well. The two of you will get together and can learn about your May class, your May introductory class, and June when the class starts. So I think it's an amazing program, and I congratulate you on and Flintridge Center for starting it. It's a wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure being here.
Well, thank you very, very much. So I don't have any other questions. Do you have anything, Shauna, that you want to say other than
thank you very much? It's very, very worthwhile. Yeah, it's great to learn about. So we'll spread the word.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I appreciate being here. Yeah. All right. So look forward to hearing from you guys.
Right. Thank you so much, Peter. I appreciate it very, very much. And thank you for our attending for coming, and have a nice evening.
Front row seat.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Good night.